Free talk. Welcome back, people. Welcome back. Yeah, do a quick reset because it's getting a little too juicy just in case some banana stuff start happening. Yeah, it's getting a little too juicy. A little too juicy. Let's get it going, man. We can continue that back a little bit if my man's come back. It was getting interesting. We get the free talk on. That was I don't know how he ended up going from saying that man can be kings and queens and not a queens that can be kings and man is protecting providers. Nah, what have they protected? Nah, and they did more destroy. I don't know, man. We getting there. It's getting deeper and deeper. Now we going in history. Ah, boy, boy, boy. We start talking about cats being on people acting like cats now. I had to now we get on that. I really like yeah, let me go ahead and cut this short just in case, you know. That's barking up another old tree in there. You know, people as soon as they hear you say something like that, they probably tapping hate speech on your face forever. Man. Yeah. Yeah, y'all good looks. Y'all keep on tapping real quick. It's gonna get interesting. I can give y'all about another couple hours so we get this stuff popping. Like, push this out. Get it. Yeah, that was. It was. We was getting. I don't know what happened. What my man's? I want to invite him back again. He followed me. He making conversation. I love the opposite opinions. I ain't gonna lie. I just like it. You know, sometimes it can be frustrating, but it's just like, hey, it teaches patience. You know what I'm saying? It teaches patience, and also be like giving everybody a chance to be heard, so we can try to understand. Some stuff is just like we already get it already. So sometimes you got to get them to understand themselves. Sometimes, even though some people refuse, some people just like to go by talking and not getting addressed about what they talk about. That's why you got to break down things. You got to break down things and get people really to hear themselves. You know, like dog, realize that you jump from this to that. Now you're trying to make sense out of what went. It's funny when we try to make sense out of what don't make sense. Or you say some things for somebody to agree with and be like, "That's what I was talking about the whole entire time." No, you wasn't, because if I go back and if I play it backwards, that was not how that went. You just saying something somebody can agree with right now. That's what it is. Y'all can come on, let's get it. Come on back in the box, y'all. Let's get this going. Get this conversation going. Get it going. They probably look for one of y'all. Gotta come back. Oh man. Uh, mm. Society is doomed. Boy, I got faith, man. I got faith, sure. I got faith, man.
Yo, I tell
Yeah.
you what I'm tired of. I am tired of emotional ignorance.
Dog. Dog.
And I want to know why my forgiver is broke.
We gonna fix that, man. Just you hanging in the right line, man. We gonna fix that, brother. We gonna fix that. That's my main thing I preach on. We gonna get it done. That's gonna be the best
Cause
feeling in
like,
the world when you figure it out.
cause look, for real, when y'all was talking the other night, like I was I was really like that's why I didn't say a whole lot.
Uh-huh.
Because I was really listening real intent.
Yeah,
And like I do a lot of what y'all say.
yeah. You gotta wait till it
But
resonate with you, though. I mean, that's what it is.
but it's but see the thing is, see like Mine is um with my wife. That's what mine is. And like for me, why it's so irksome is that like this person know me for over a decade. You know what I'm saying? Me and this person lived in the same space for over a decade, right? So this person, I would assume, know me, pretty well back and front, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I ask for what I need in that moment, and to have somebody that's supposed to damn love you, that done gave you a kid, basically be like, in so many words, fuck you.
Mm.
Like when all I asked was just let me know what it is. Ain't no anger, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no fighting, ain't none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I need honesty. Just tell me what it is. That's it.
Uh-huh.
That's it. And I basically got fuck you.
Yeah. I look at
So
it
it's just
that.
kind of so for me it's just kind of like, like out of all you had a million opportunities and like instead of choosing me, you was like fuck you. And now I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
I don't,
Sometimes
I don't,
it's them.
I
Sometimes it's
don't
them.
understand though. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like
Sometimes it's
it
not you.
angers me.
It's not you all the time, man. It depends on how
But
that person feels.
I mean that's cool too.
You can't change the way another person feel about you. That's one thing I learned. A
It's
lot of
still
times,
me
just
right
everybody got
now
their own
though. That's my
demons.
point.
Huh?
It's still me right now though. Right
Yeah, I feel
now
you
it's
though.
still me. You know what
I
I'm
feel you.
saying? And it's like I don't know, it just frustrates me. So like I like if my child ain't involved, like I don't got nothing to say
Mm,
at all. Nothing.
okay.
Like I barely send a text for damn birthdays and Mother's Day and shit like that. Barely. You know what I mean? Like zero contact whatsoever. And I'm wrong for that.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like you left. And I'm wrong for not reaching out, not like I don't it just be so frustrating. Like, yeah, like while uh, I can understand to a degree, but at the same time, like if I'm asking you to be honest with me and you lie, why? What did that do? You know what I'm saying? So basically, it's just like, fuck you. You don't deserve the truth. You don't deserve my time. You don't deserve nothing from me, and it's your fault. I don't get it.
mm,
That's the most hurtful part of it all. Cause as us, we was taught to, stick shit out, never quit, never give up, fight into the end. And it's just so easy for people to be like, oh fuck you. After we done gave them so much of us, so much dedication. And it's tough. It's tough, but I think at the end of the day, it makes us stronger. It makes us so much stronger. Cause once you get past that initial hurt, I guarantee you gonna be so damn strong. Man, you gonna be strong as hell.
yeah,
But
that's what
that's what
one of
I'm
my
like.
boys going through right now and stuff.
like this was damn, like the separation was 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I ain't had time to sit in my own sorrows and damn rethink and rework and realize that damn, like, I mean, you're not the best. You never was the best, but like you're not the horriblest person on earth either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't perfect by far. I know that. I admit that. You know what I'm saying? I get it wrong. I fuck up sometimes. It happens. But everything my fault. Everything. Like, come on, bro. Like, this is irksome. That's all. Even though I know that it ain't all my fault. It's just irksome as hell.
Yeah.
Man, ain't nothing or somebody for it takes two. It takes two. No matter what a person say, they got a role in it just like you got a role in it. And shit, when people can it makes it easier when people can be accountable for their part in it. That's one thing I can say. But man, I'm afraid. I'm afraid of marriage, bro.
Like, when you do it right, that shit is awesome. And I know because I got prime examples around me. I just fucked up and rushed some shit, you know? Like, instead of using my better judgment. So I kind of got what I got. You know what I'm saying? It's my fault. It's on me. I wear it. But like, yeah, like it just ain't that thing you supposed to rush into. I mean, you can and cross your fingers and hope that you rush into the right thing, but it's far better to take your time and make sure that you're getting into the right
Come
thing.
on up, ladies. Y'all got a lot down there. Go ahead and come on up. I know y'all got some stuff. Both y'all got enough followers, enough followers. Come on, talk to us. Talk to the me. I see one of them got like this. One of them say, "Why do you rush it?"
See, and that's the thing. How do you know when it's the right person? Because people change.
That's why you gotta be right yourself, man. I'm a firm believer of you know the fruit by the fruit, but it's just really being patient, man. You gotta be patient. I think a lot of the times that's why I think one of our biggest problems we rush that big quicker than anything, and then we want to say that we're scared of commitment, but we're not scared to have a baby with somebody. That's what we that's the biggest problem though.
Woo.
So it's just like we have to really like pay attention to the person we dealing with. Like see why it's a reason why I be pushing that, trying to wait until marriage type thing, or even just wait, maybe even 90 days, you know what I'm saying? So you can really know the character you dealing with. Because there's a lot of stuff we just be putting up with and we try to be blinded to and people will they'll show themselves low key. They will if you give them time. You just really gotta pay attention. You just have to. But I think once you change your desires and all this other stuff and the way you move and all that, then you'll be able to tell if a person is with you. Then also look at it like even when y'all get in arguments. That's one thing I've been learning lately. Um, See how people handle arguments. You know, if you know if you're a straight person or you dealing with a sensitive person, that might not work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got some stuff tied behind that. You got to just really find somebody that you equally match with, not somebody that you just cope or that's coping with you or that's just putting up with you. Neither one of the sides should be putting up with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually one of them gonna get tired. But it's really patience, man. Patience is one of the biggest things. I don't think a lot of us got it because we just see everybody else looking like they happy, right? And then, or some people is happy, but we think that we gonna be happy because we see somebody else happy, so we just miss all
Yep.
the and that junk. Yeah, that junk deep. It's patience, man. That's a big thing, man. If you scared to get in something, like you gotta really you just gotta, you just, the next time, if it took you, people be saying, I got tricked within 5 years. Well, then, if that's the case and your vetting is that bad, do 20 years, you know what I'm saying? Or some people just ain't meant for it. But it's just like we be so backwards, be saying we scared, but then we play certain uh moves or do some serious moves and don't be scared when we do other stuff like that we supposed to be scared about. But it just, I don't know. I just don't be. It just be so confusing sometimes. So we're not scared when it comes to desires. We scared when it comes to stuff that we need to do. Whatever. It's a lot. Man. Where my man's at when you need him. It's free talk.
Oh
Now
damn.
he get to talk about the moon and the stars. Now from this point, because he did shift
Oh
off, so
hell
take off
no.
bad.
Is she serious?
Ah,
Is she serious?
whatever.
I ain't praying for shit. No, that is a done deal. Like you can't walk like okay, personally, for me. You can't walk away and think that there is a space for you after you have intentionally walked away. No, there is no prayer for that. No. No, that is that you can if you want to, you can stick a fork in it, or you could tape the last corner and put a bow on it. Let me see, it's another one. You can put that 6 feet of dirt on it. It's done. Like, no, no, that's over with. I can't imagine taking somebody back after they done walked out on me. Like, ain't no way. That's like giving somebody another chance to do what they did to you previously all over again. Like, why would you do that?
Do you believe everybody ain't meant for everybody though? Like some stuff just was never meant. Just
Yeah,
because you get somebody pregnant don't mean you belong with them. You know, some stuff
true.
is just meant for you to learn from. Some stuff is meant for you to go through your struggles or whatever the situation is, and also to teach the next upcoming people to not go through what they went through though. But I mean, that literally what happened though. It might be preparing you. Like why? I'm gonna put it this way. This is why it's so important to learn to forgive because you're gonna bring this same exact stuff to your next situation. You ain't gonna be able to connect to the next woman because you so still worried about your last woman. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like you. That's why you have to figure this. All right, what did I need to learn? Like I said, things that happen in our past is meant for us to either is learn, adapt, or overcome. Those are the three things, the three options to be able to move forward. But we still thinking about our past and saying you really just you got to find it out. That's why I say even as long as you in here, I'm gonna try to give you the many different perspectives of how because something can resonate. You know what I'm saying if you really wanted to, but I think first off it's like really putting a lot of your ego and taking a lot of internalizing out of it. You know, that's speaking of that last topic we was talking about because we really think that we get done bad because of us, but most of the time it's the other person because of how they feel, and we just take it how. Some people, like I said, everybody living their own lives. Everybody been through their traumas and stuff, and then they got their way of doing it. So they could have been only using you as a cope, or you could have been using both of y'all could have been doing it, and it didn't work the way y'all wanted to because y'all both wanted a robot at one point, or whatever. But it's just, and I think a lot of times we just get hurt off for our own expectations. Like, dang, this person's supposed to have been like this. They the one told me that. We be mad at ourselves for the
Definitely.
most part because we got tricked, or that's what they call it, be tricked. We be mad at our own self because this person turned on us. But it's just like, no, we gotta We gotta we just gotta I guess we gotta learn. We just gotta learn so we don't fall for it again and stuff. So
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I definitely did that for a while.
Yo, your name is Gemini?
Correct.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's a dope name. I always break it down like that, but that's a dope name. But I just
Yeah,
think
everybody
like
got something special in them.
I was talking to this older lady. I'm 31. I believe she was about like 42. Um, she was like, if anything, we just gonna be an experience, and it had me thinking. So now I came up on the panel. I'm listening to you guys talk. It's really an experience when it's a toxic relationship. Is either you choose to learn from the experience, which is the wise lessons that you need to learn. 9 times out of 10 is having boundary sets for ourselves, getting to know ourselves. And boundaries is literally rules, if you really think about it. So we just got to set these rules and these principles in place when we get with the next individual so that way it won't happen again. Spinning back is not an option because now you selling yourself, you cutting yourself short and you selling yourself out because there's a 50-50 chance this person may do the same actions over again. We don't really necessarily know if they learn. It all depends on the person. Like if the person and came forward, like how we know, our generational traumas and just situations that played out with our parents and last relationship may have hindered this upcoming relationship, etc. Things. If they not coming on that type of approach, with a apology or sorry, I just feel like it's really not amendable because what did you really learn? Did you hold yourself accountable? Did you check yourself? Did you go out to the club and engage with your friends and drink alcohol and not be able to function and think correctly? So that way you can hold yourself accountable. So it's like you just gotta know to use your discernment when a person spin back. Is it really truly or not? But ideally I wouldn't go back. What I'm tired of posting on this damn app and motherfuckers be like, you hurt. But if you really listen to the video that I'm duetting, you could get a real understanding in your own life, in your parents' life, and just I think people think so closed-minded, they can't really think in the perspective of you. They can't think out the box. They so closed-minded, they think so narrow, it automatically triggers them, and then they got a negative response. When all reality, anything laugh or like I never caught your name was Kev, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah,
Yeah, Kev. If he was to share something on his page, regardless whatever was pertaining, I'm gonna take it as a learning curve. You understand? And this what comes with like comprehending on 3 different levels. I really think it's like three different levels of comprehension. I ain't gonna lie, I just got off of work. I'm a little tired and fried, but I think it's overstanding, understanding, and understanding. Like you gotta overstand it, which is the worldly wise. Then you gotta understand it, which is soul, and then you gotta understand it like like on a godly perspective lens. Like you gotta really try to break down and read in between the lines, and a lot of people can't do that. I apologize. I think because I'm a Gemini and I just like to think, but it just shows too because you will be on panels communicating. You could tell that somebody didn't even get the full message because
mm-hmm.
they so quick to step in. Oh, well, damn. Just chill out, relax, and learn. Do people like learning, or they just like knowing? Until we want to learn, we ain't never gonna want to know because we still learning ourselves. Every day we wake up, we learning something about ourselves. We should be. And my purpose on TikTok is just to help people get a better understanding of humans because regardless if it's male or female, we still have these emotions and these feelings that we deal with, and they be quite frankly similar. We're just woman and man, and it's not to say we equal, but it's just to understand that we are humans with emotions, and nobody emotions override anybody's. Now, this is why we got to get on the balance and understanding. But it's like sometimes I feel like we be wasting our time for real. Not really, but it's like those catch it, catch it. Those who don't catch it, don't catch it. So it's like we doing part of God's work. Little do we know, because we catching certain individuals' minds that can understand. Then those who don't understand, they, you know, maybe they'll understand later. But then I promise you, you'll get your flowers later from them individuals that don't understand. Because I done seen it in my 30 years of living. I know men did 15, 10 years in jail, and they come home and they said, "Damn, I wish I'd have made the decisions you made." But I'm not even like rich or nowhere like that. You feel me? Like I'm just grounded. I know right from wrong. I hold myself accountable. Shit, my mom used to come outside and beat my ass in front of my friends and shit. So it's like I knew. And then when I watched the movies of like Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, that's what also made me hold myself accountable in real life without my mom, without me having a dad, just because like I thought different. I thought like, damn, I get locked up and the world go to shit. I ain't gonna be able to get out and save my mom. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like my mindset was different at a young age. You get me? So it's like people don't try to be different; they try to follow the rush. But until people want to be different, they just gonna keep getting the same results. How you?
Uh,
Do you think we need more of like a brotherhood though?
um,
What y'all feel about that?
brotherhood in like what way?
Like in like just
Like
like
uplifting each other or something?
yeah, like checking each other, making sure one another not slipping, uplift each other.
True. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
I only meet people on this frequency and this mindset on this app, not here in the Bronx. Like
Or
rarely do I ever.
Um, I was kind of lost for with what you were saying for a second, but I think that we gotta get a lot of people out of this capitalist mindset. We need to go back to the barter mindset, because in the barter mindset, everybody has value and everybody knows everybody around them's value. And it's also why, like there might have been a fight and somebody, got unalive back in the day, but nothing to the effect that it is now, because we actually, when we looked at each other, we saw value in each other. And now it just ain't that. It's hard to be in it's hard to be independent in a barter society, because I only grow tomatoes and collards, but you grow onions and uh, you also got grapes and strawberries, and Kev got blueberries and cabbage and kale, and we all need each other, because Phoenix got carrots and squash, and she got some herbs along with it, and Alyssa, no, Alicia, she got the know-how on how to clean rabbits, and she also got, a different set of herbs than Phoenix got. And because that's my neighbor, and I look out for her and her family, and she look out for me, and her family look out for me and mine. Then we're all connected in a way, and it's to more eyes, more hands to help lighten the load of, you know, making sure everything is going smooth the way it's supposed to. But now we're capitalists, and it's hard not to be self-centered and selfish in a capitalistic mindset, because you're just trying to be the number one. It don't matter who you got to step on. It don't matter who you got to push out of the way. It don't matter who you got to trample on, unalive. None of that, because they're not as valuable as you are, and what you want and what you need. So, like, if we can't get out of this mindset of me, selfish, like you don't matter, you're not valuable, this, that, and the third, like we can have a brotherhood, but it's just gonna be more of the same thing.
It's because everybody can't be amendable. But like you said, like if everybody could come to that understanding of what you said, whereas everybody got something valuable inside them, if we come together, we could be more valuable. But it's like it's the crab in the barrel mentality that's still installed in us because nobody want to be the upper person. I remember back in my neighborhood when we made this little thing, nobody was on top of one another. Everybody was equally. And, everybody, some people wanted that, that rhetoric where somebody's on top of another, the head honcho. But it just ain't sit right with me. So it's like, I understand that because when we all have value and we come together, we outgrow the source. We be the source. We become the plug. But it's like we gotta come together with like-minded individuals that want to do this, and that's like soul tribe people we found that could actually communicate about stuff like this. The reason why I'm a Gemini, so this is why I can relate and I understood what you said. Um, what?
But
Yeah, go
can I
ahead.
speak to
Listen.
one thing? It's one thing you said that always, somebody said something to me one time, and from that moment I've never been able to hear it the same. Like, you was talking about how people have the crab in the bucket mentality. Like, we say that, right? But we never think about why the crabs are acting like that. Like, they're acting like that because they were never meant to be in the bucket in the first place, or a barrel, or whatever the container is. Like, so that too has something to do with, how they present or how they act. They're not in their natural environment. So it's hard to be who you are, who you're supposed to be, when you're not where you're supposed to be, if that makes sense.
Nah, that makes 100% sense. I feel like we supposed, like, me being here back in the inner city. I feel like I'm not supposed to be here.
So go.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, like, you better than anybody else. Like, if you know it don't feel right where you at, then you got to get somewhere where it feel right.
100% facts. Yeah, it was nice meeting y'all though, man. Shit, be
For
having a
sure.
ball on this joint, man.
Hmm. I'm thinking I'm about to stretch out so I can get to. I'm about to probably sneak in a couple lives before I hit the sleep street. See who I'm gonna terrorize. I don't talk to.
Yeah, I just got in the
Not
crib.
terrorized though.
Yeah.
No,
Damn.
no, it be like that. Like when people just it's just sad because like if you say anything dealing with accountability, that just hurt everybody's feelings though. But it's sad that that's the new terrorize. That's the
And
new.
that's yeah, that you're right about that because it seemed like it's a lot easier to deal with stuff when it's not this constant finger pointing.
Mhm.
Like yeah, I don't know. That shit weird.
Yeah,
You're gonna notice I call everything weird when it don't sit right with me.
thank God, right? Majority of us do that. I be trying not to say that because I guess we sometimes I just better. I rather just I gotta start setting myself to say I just don't understand. I don't get it.
It's just they make us feel like it's out of the ordinary. That's what it is. Deep down inside, we know like nah, this is legitimate, but they'll make you feel. They'll do the victim shit and make it
Yeah,
seem like you tripping, but in reality, they know that's a
yeah.
defense. What they call it?
Defense
Defensive.
mechanism.
Yeah, defense mechanism.
Yeah.
But y'all brothers have a good night, man. I just walked through the door, man.
All right,
All right
for
then, bro.
sure.
Be easy, man.
Same to y'all. I'll see y'all later.
Yep.
All right. Peace. Kim, so I'm about to go terrorize somebody.
Yeah,
Damn.
right. Terrorizing with some accountability. Ain't that so?
Yeah,
But
that's borderline terrible.
yeah, that is sad. I've been running away from all of my life, saying it's everybody else's fault. I say I don't know. Like I said, I understand. I was in what you call the room earlier, and I understand. Like, we know. I think was that you or him that was saying about the crabs in the barrel thing, but it's like one of these crabs got to be smart one day. You know what I'm saying? We can't. You know, the reason why I don't do no excuses though, so I can understand. I mean, I got grace though, but I'm just saying as in like is if we all keep having that mentality, we keep claiming that we so strong and all this stuff, and we act weak at the same time. I wanted to say that in the other room too, because like why we claim we so strong and act weak at the same time, and it's like how long could we use this as an excuse when we got enough information? We got so much stuff, but we just don't want to do it. I think, but it got. I feel like no matter how we want to do it, look at it. Human nature, we just want to do what we want to do. We want to take the easiest route. I don't think nobody taught us that mentality. That's the reason why, even if we would say at the beginning of time, that it was people that was lazy. Everybody don't want to work. That's the reason why that's why money circles around money, because you got people that's like, all right, now I don't feel like gardening. I don't feel like doing none of that stuff. I just want to eat. I just want to eat and I
Yeah,
want to relax. Who really want to work, but that shows. That's why they say if you don't work, you don't eat. So like, you got you got to, but people don't feel like it. Well, you go all based how you feel, but that's what survival mode comes in. Then you got to do what you got to do to survive. But if you don't, the thing is, I'm pretty sure when people was gardening and people that lazy, they gonna steal. They probably got their own stuff, but they just ain't feel like working, so they said, I'm gonna steal it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I don't know. People be thinking humans is, no, we more selfish than anything. And we would rather take the quickest route. Nobody want to put in work. I've never
yeah.
heard a person that just enjoy it. Like, I ain't gonna even admit that but I realize what the outcome is. So that's why you put in work. But anybody want to take the easiest route? Who wanted to do it the hardest way? We only do it the hardest way now because we realize the hardest way most of the time
Because you
it
gain
benefits
something
us.
from it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We appreciate and all type of things. We appreciate our
Nobody don't
journeys
want
and
to do
stuff.
nothing they don't gain from.
Yeah,
Nobody.
that's all it is. And that's human nature, Loki. You're gonna take the fastest route, the less work. That's what it is. but then we keep that mentality into relationships and stuff. We keep it. Oh, I ain't about to do no work. I just want a relationship. Then jump into something not even prepared for it. Realize that we run into another person ain't prepared for it, and we just trying to go with the flow. Come and find out this person really don't like me for real. They just like that I made them smile every now and then. But I realized trying to keep them smiling was a job. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know how to make their own self smile, and it just go from next thing to next thing to next. It's because nobody want to be patient, put in their work, see what it really takes, realize that it's gonna be two different mentalities. That topic I was just talking about, a lot of people don't know how to learn to agree to disagree because people just want them to be them. You know, you going in with your own personal happiness and saying this person is who gonna make you happy. That's just setting yourself up for
Yeah,
failure.
yeah. Instead of having your own happiness and going in
Yeah,
saying this, I hope this person, if this person isn't adding to my happiness,
yeah.
then like I got the
People be
boundaries
saying
enough
that
to
too.
let them go. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yep. People say that all the time though. That's the funny part. They say it, but then like they actions show like, oh, I am entitled to my partner's this, and I'm entitled to that. Like, what? I know you that you use your partner as happy. You like people just like I said, people like to say things out loud, but their actions is even louder. They say
Yep.
stuff out loud. Well, I know this and I know that, but then again, you mad at your partner because they didn't make you smile. Like, dog, you just said that you can make your own self smile, but not. That's why I said anybody want to sound good on the outside though. But that's why I say pay attention to action. That's why I'm not big on that. That's why I get on people about like especially like that thing called the words of affirmation. You know, people too many people get tricked off that. Oh, I just love. I want to hear somebody say they love me. I want to hear somebody say that I'm this or whatever. I mean, it's good. That's good. It's a good amplifier and all the other stuff and feel good. But when somebody tell me, but it's just like the actions just always is just gonna outbeat it. Actions always do speak louder than words. People can be saying that they want good for you, but then they moves is like they snaking. They a snake. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like, duh, people just so, and that's where manipulation come from and all that stuff. Because they're not paying attention to the actions that come behind it or the talking points. So it's just, yeah. That's why I tell people like you got to pay attention to actions. You got to be able to recognize it, give yourself these things. That way you can realize that
Yeah,
others
yeah,
can't
yeah,
treat you
no,
better than
brother.
you treat yourself. What's the deal?
Yeah, I'm just hearing what y'all talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on? What you talking about though?
Another free talk. Free talk. We just saying,
For sure.
basically find your own happiness instead of looking for somebody else to do it for you. So love yourself instead of looking for somebody else to love you. I think that's why we get hurt because another person can't give us what we want.
Oh man, where you from, brother?
I'm in Detroit.
Detroit. Okay. Yeah, I'm from Cali, man. I'm just, you know, hearing what you talking about. Just figure like I might have a good input. I'm just trying to see what y'all talking about a little bit.
hmm It's free talk. My topic. I just reset my live though. I had a topic, but free talk for the night.
What's your main topic though? Like, how you feeling?
Say it again.
I said, how you feeling? Like, what's your main topic? Like, what y'all talking about right now?
Um, I guess just understanding yourself.
Okay.
We was talking about forgiveness. We was talking about a lot of things so far, though, but just really understanding yourself and understand that a lot of times we disappoint ourselves from having expectation of others, and we only really hurt ourselves for the most part. So that's what that is. That's the summary.
Well, I could say, a lot of this stuff come with age. You know,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
come with age. I've been through a lot. You know, and I feel like I learned a lot coming with age. And I feel like people see a lot of stuff, and then they think they supposed to do this, they supposed to do that. But you kind of learn as you go. know?
Uh,
So
supposed to.
yeah,
A lot of people don't learn because they so busy pointing fingers. They don't learn. It
yeah.
just all they know is just how they got felt, how they felt, and how they got their feelings hurt.
I feel
But
like
then as
it's.
long as you're looking at that, you don't never learn from why your feelings got hurt. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think people, most people, how they grew up is gonna dictate how they act.
Yeah, true.
You know, like like me, I grew up. I moved around a lot, and I feel like that dictated a lot about me, about my personality. You know, it's like if you doing a lot in this, if you grow up in a certain environment and that's all you know, that's what you're gonna learn. If you move around a lot, I mean, you're gonna learn a little bit. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Don't mind me. I'm buzzing a little bit, man. I've been sipping tonight. You feel me?
If
But
you're feeling it, huh? Okay.
yeah, I'm just trying to get into y'all conversation. So work
Yeah,
with
I
me a
feel
little bit. But I was listening to what you were saying.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, man.
I feel like you feel some type of way. How are you feeling?
I'm blessed, man. I'm grateful every day, man. I'm right now I'm just expressing, trying to, help people see things from different and letting people know I understand a lot of people what they're going through and understand our problems and stuff.
Nah, for sure.
Otherwise, I'm
I just
blessed
feel
every
like
day.
I
Get to
feel like
speak.
it starts with how you grew up. A lot of
Yeah.
people a lot of people don't know like your roots is how you grew up. It's at home. When you was at home, like when you was a kid and all that, that dictates the person that you become.
Hmm.
You know, people don't really they don't want to address those situations. They don't really want to talk about those situations in black homes and stuff like that because we don't really get it off easy. We don't just come up in just regular homes and just like where everything is easy. You know,
Yeah. Some people went through some hard stuff and overcame that too. I think it's besides that, it's mentality. What influenced you? What caught your interest? What you really prioritize in life? All that stuff play a part too, though. 'Cause some people went through some super hard stuff and
definitely.
became, so it just
And I
depends.
feel like when you talk about those situations, you gotta always go to the root. It starts from the house. You
True.
know, it starts from where you grew up at.
Yeah.
How did you grow up? How was your mom? How was your dad? How did you develop your personality? Because your personality comes from somewhere. You know.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that's what you gotta talk about that first. You know.
True. Also, what did you do to what are you doing currently, or what do you do? What did you do to overcome it too? Some people don't, and if they didn't, you ask them, "What are you currently doing?" Or are you just complaining about it? And some people be just saying they didn't want to be better, then don't do nothing about it and just keep on saying, well, it's just the way I grew up. Well, now that we got the source of why you grew up, what are you doing now? You know what I'm saying? With the way you grew up to overcome or become the person you want to be today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Some people don't try to. You know.
They don't. That's why
I get
well,
what you
people got to
said.
realize what are we complaining about if we're not going to do anything about it? Can't cry about it if you ain't trying.
Nah, for sure. I definitely understand that. Wow. You can't complain if you ain't trying.
Can't. You shouldn't. It just don't make sense. It don't make sense at all.
Yeah.
But
I
like
think
I say, I understand that some people get rewarded off of it too. They be like, "Oh, if as long as I cry,
also
I got somebody that's gonna send me
understand
some cash ups. They gonna sit here and pat my back.
it's
Oh, I
different
might get
environments though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different environments.
mm-hmm,
Everybody don't grow up in the same environment.
no,
So it's like I gotta ask you, what type of environment you grew up in?
You know, like I said, I'm in Detroit, so you already can imagine.
Oh yeah, yeah, you said that. Yeah, see, like I'm in Cali, and I meet a lot of people that's from out of town. Like out here, it's a lot of different races, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I always, but I'm from Alabama. I was born in Alabama. I grew up in Alabama, and I always tell people, I'm like, bruh, when I was in Alabama, it's all black people. When you come to California, there's Mexicans, there's whites, there's Asians. When I'm in Alabama, it's way more violent because it's way more black people.
That's sad.
It's so crazy. When you in California, you don't deal with you don't deal with these white people and Asian people and all that like you would. Like you don't have to deal with them. So it's gonna make everything a little less traumatic. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if you get what I'm saying.
I
I
wanted
feel
to
like
add to the conversation just because I
What's
grew
up?
up in Washington, so my
okay,
dad's family's all from the South. It's South Carolina, and going down there, it's a different culture.
for
It's
sure.
very different, and I have a white mom and a black dad.
Where are you from again?
Washington.
So are you talking about the Washington that's like
No, I'm talking
on
about
top
when
of
I.
Seattle?
Yeah, yeah, I'm over
Yeah,
there.
so you kind of like California a little bit.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
because I went to
you got
California
the
and
California vibe.
I didn't feel weird when I was in California, but what I noticed about South Carolina is that it's very like if you have a white mom and a black dad, it's different. It's different when
Yeah,
you're like half white, half black.
no, definitely. I know what you're talking about.
But it's just a different culture up here. Like no one blinks an eye if you're with someone who's a different race. But when I was in South Carolina, it was the first time I noticed like my parents are not the norm. Like it's not normal down there. People stare and it was very strange for me.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I went to school out there, so when I went to school out there, I went to high school.
Where did you
There
go to
was,
out
uh,
where?
I went to school in Birmingham, Alabama, but
Oh,
I'm
okay.
I'm from California though. So
Uh
I went out there because that's where my father's from. So I went out there. I went to school out there, and then there was no other races. There was like one white person in the whole school, and he was
so
he was pretty much black though. Like I mean, if you ask me,
was everybody black out there?
every everybody was black out there, and the white person was pretty much black. If you ask me, so
Being from Washington, I never experienced anything like that.
yeah,
Like in Washington, you're the minority, but everybody's like mixed. Like everybody's with someone who's not. And I thought that was normal growing up because always I lived in North Carolina. I lived in Portland, but I was really young when I did, so I just didn't realize that was not normal.
it's definitely not. But my bad. The person that's hosting this, I forgot the question you was asking. Can you go back to the source of what we were talking about?
No, that wasn't. It wasn't a question. It's just free talk. Free talk. I ain't have no question.
Oh yeah,
I was just telling you what I was talking about. I was just only just mentioning about us
yeah,
need to
nah,
be aware of a
definitely,
situation that we be in. That's all it
yeah.
is.
I think what I'm basically saying is I'm was raised in California. I'm from the South. It's different. It's definitely different. Like you can't. It's like not. It's not as many races. You know, like literally, there's not other races when I go out there.
Mm.
But when you're in California, it's like, okay, you're so open to everything. And then when you go out there, it's like so different. It's like, oh shit.
That's what made me uncomfortable when I visited South Carolina after living in Washington my whole life was how I could live in this I could live in the United States and I can go somewhere and it's just so different. And it really made me think about culture. And my mom's white, so I grew up with all her family, and I'm different because I'm clearly not white. But then when I go visit my dad's family, it's like I'm I'm not I don't fit in there either because it's like you're not like us. And that's something that I think people really don't talk about is being a mixed. And I have a kid who is
You like me?
he looks
I'm from like I'm from Northern California, so
my
I
kid
feel,
looks white. I had a My youngest kid is he looks white. No one's like I had a doctor when he was really young ask me, "Are you his like what his mom say?" And I
that's
was so offended because that was my kid. But he looks white. So I get it, but
yeah, that's messed up.
I just don't understand why race is such like
Nah, I just think it's different areas because it's like I'm from Northern California. Everybody acts the same around me, like Asians, Mexicans, blacks. Like they all say the N word. We all we just adapt the same way. And if you go to the South, anybody else that say the N word, like it'll be a problem.
well, and that's where it's like where I'm at, and I get a culture shock when I like it's a culture shock if you're from Washington. Like why are we still here? Why is it like this? And as someone who is half black and half white, it makes me sad because they're
You
both
say
part
you're
of
in
me.
Washington?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's different. It just depends where you at. Like I had a culture, like I said, I had a culture shock when I went to the South. It was just so different for me because there's no other races. It was just all black people, and it's all like, nah. It's just you
Why
know.
is it like that though? Why can there be
Well, you
parts?
gotta understand. It just depends where you from. Like
Yeah, I guess, but
host.
why aren't we
Where are you from?
all like that? That makes me sad. That makes me sad for my kid because even when he's starting school in the fall and it's like people are going to be like confused that I'm his mom. Like it's
See,
different
that's
than down
different.
there,
You must be
but
where you from. You must be from a place where it's only a certain race.
well, no, it's mostly Mexican where I'm at. Like that's
I don't know.
it's weird up in Seattle because it's different, but you don't realize how different it is until you go to the South and then you realize why it's different because we're just polite up here and but it's
Yeah, no,
not.
I get exactly what you're saying. Like we're you on the West Coast where like we cool with different races, and then you go to the South, and then everybody's not cool with different races.
I don't get that.
And that's exactly what it is. You just gotta understand because we different. Like when people come to the West Coast, they don't understand it either. They be like,
But
"Oh,
then
this shit
people
kind of
like
different."
me, you
Yeah, no.
feel you feel like you don't fit in anywhere and that's not.
Well, are you from the West Coast?
I'm from Seattle. I
That's
don't know like
that's the West Coast, pretty much. Like you grew up on West Coast. right?
Yeah, I
Like
grew
you're
up
not
in
southern raised,
no,
so
but when I go down there, it's weird.
yeah. So it's pretty much just like you guys just gotta accept what they got going on. You're
Well,
not
and then
you're not
the
gonna
thing
accept.
have never understood is my dad is a black man. His dad was, I think, well, my dad was in the Navy. I don't know what his dad was, but he grew up partially in Germany. And when he was 18, he joined the Navy and he left and he's never looked back and he hates going back. And when I went back with my parents, I was like, yeah, this is weird.
Yeah, no, I'm
This
gonna tell
is
you. I'm gonna
the
tell you
looks
this.
you
Look,
get. The looks you get.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this for sure. Um, when you come from the West Coast, it's not gonna be the same when you go down south.
But why not? Why like I feel sad for my
Because look,
children.
I'm gonna tell you this: when you go down south, they don't have Mexicans, they don't have Asians, they don't have all the mixed races, so they're not used to it like us.
I noticed in South Carolina that like I remember going to a restaurant and it was it just it was a Chinese restaurant and they don't have the same kind of different maybe I didn't go to enough and
It's because they
all
probably feel more segregated, like they not like us. Like
but that's a problem. Why is that still a problem right now?
I don't know. I feel like it's more segregated, like it's
But
more
why?
separated.
It it doesn't make sense to me that I could like that's what I mean by saying like it's a culture shock.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like if I went down there with my youngest son and he looks white, he has straight hair. I have curly hair. He has straight hair and if I went down there, they'd probably think I kidnapped that child. They'd be like,
You
"Where's your
funny.
mom?"
Nah, you just gotta accept
Well,
that. You just gotta accept that we in
but
a
I
different.
was so sheltered living in Washington and
You gotta
I
accept
just
that you're in a different environment.
but I don't understand. Is it ever going to get better?
Nah, it's just gonna always be like that. You're in different areas.
Nope. It'll never get better because you're going into it with um, a negative perspective.
The thing is, there's not a lot of inter. What is it called? Integrated.
But the
Like
thing is, up here where I've lived my whole life, I
there's
was
look,
born
there's
in
not.
Bellingham, Washington.
They're not
Bellingham,
look.
which,
They're not used to a bunch of different races.
okay, but I don't get it. Like, living in, like, we lived in North Carolina when I went to kindergarten in North Carolina. I don't remember much, but I do know that when I went to South Carolina, or are they the same and maybe I had a different perspective of North Carolina versus South Carolina?
I hear you.
Are they different?
You're in
Or
the
was it
South. Look, if you go to Miami, if you go to Atlanta, if you go to places where people are integrating, like they're trying to mix their races, then it's different.
but
If
that's
you
a
go to places
problem.
where it's naturally just all black people and all white people, that's when it gets tricky.
But that's a real problem though.
It is, but it's not
But the thing
because
is
it's like
what I would like
some people are used to what they're used to. You know what I'm saying?
no, I get that, but it's like in Washington, like
Yeah, if you're not in a place where there's mixed races, then there's always gonna be people that have a problem with it.
but not in Washington. I mean, yeah, maybe they have a problem, but they don't say anything. It's so like you see all different races with
Oh,
all
okay. I
different
get it.
Yeah,
I think I get it now. You like
Yeah,
it.
you kind of get it.
You like the more covert than the overt. I
I feel
got you.
like she came from a place where it was more diverse, and then now she's at a place where it's just black and white.
No, what it sounds like is she comes from a place where they don't like it, but they're not gonna say shit to you about
Yes,
it. They're just not gonna like it. But then she's going somewhere where if they don't like it, they're gonna say
they
some shit
look.
to you about it,
Yeah, they look.
and
They
they're gonna,
stare at you like
or
you're like
or they're gonna look
crazy.
at you and make you feel awkward. And
Yeah,
you know,
but
like
she from the West Coast though. That's why she got into the situation she's in now. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm?
Because you wouldn't be fucking with a nigga if you couldn't fuck with a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
What
yeah,
do you mean by that?
That means it's like,
Because in Washington, like, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, as someone who's mixed, people who are black in Washington don't. They're all with white people.
yeah,
I'm
that's
just gonna
because
bluntly
that
say that.
you know why? Because that's not their territory.
But they don't. It's like so different up here.
Yeah, it's not their territory though. So they fucking with you, and they're trying to just do what they do. They probably just like you.
I mean, my dad's black and my mom's white. My brother married a white woman.
Yeah, but it's like that's like, okay, I'm a country black man.
Black men up in Washington, they do not date
Yeah, but I maybe he's a country
black
black.
women.
He like a country black man. Like he's a certain type of country. Like like he ain't no regular black
No,
man. You get what I'm saying?
you don't meet them in Washington unless they come from somewhere else, like a different state. Like
Yeah, but you gotta
you,
understand that he's only there because he fit in there. He's not like a black man like me. You know what I'm saying? Like he fits in there. Even though he's black, he's still one of y'all.
what does that mean? Wait, why did you say it like that?
Do you get what I'm saying? Like nah,
No.
she don't.
he a country boy.
You lost her with that one.
But like I'm half black and half white, so I'm trying to
Like
bridge a
even though
gap
he's
because I'm like I have a son who looks white and I don't know how to raise him because he looks white
What?
and I am
nah,
black.
that
That
don't
what?
even make sense.
Wait, hold on,
Who's
hold
That didn't
up.
make
who's
sense?
Hold up.
nah
No,
who's
that does not make sense.
like hold on,
You
let me get
pop
this.
a whole child out of
Yeah,
your body and you
let
don't
me
know what to do with it? Like
let me
what?
look.
No,
Let me
that's
get
not what
this.
I was trying
Look.
to say. I'm
Hey brother,
sorry.
let me get this one. So who's
I
his
didn't
father? Because his
um
father is supposed to play his part. And
as a
regardless
white
of
man, I don't like there
yeah, as a
is
white
that thing
man.
where he's white, his dad's white and
That's why
there's
he look
a
like.
What?
okay, I know that,
And
but
you're
I'm in
white, right?
Washington. No, I'm
No, she
me?
mixed.
Oh, you're mixed. Okay.
I'm mixed. So I'm half and half, and my kid came out looking white because I'm half and half, and his dad's. So he's
Yeah,
75% white. Like,
yeah, more than likely. Yeah.
All
okay,
right.
so you're,
Let's take this back real quick.
I mean, like, so I'm kind of curious. Like, what did you
no,
expect for him to look like?
Yeah, that's where I'm
me?
going with it. Like,
Yeah,
what do you
Well,
expect out the father?
you're
what?
half. His dad is whole. Like,
Is his
what?
dad? No, you saying no? She said he ain't even black.
I mean,
No, he's not.
no, I'm just curious. Like, was you hoping for
No,
like the
he's not even black.
25%
You're
to
no,
I,
kick in,
no.
or
Listen. Let's listen.
uh, I
She's
wasn't
black.
thinking
She's
about
black.
color because
He's
it
not
doesn't
even
matter
black.
up here.
Oh no, it
right?
makes more
But
Wait,
sense
I
now.
am black, first off. My
No,
family,
now it makes more sense because I'm thinking he's black. She's black,
yes, I am.
and he's white.
Yes.
Okay, now it's making sense. Okay, I get what
Okay.
you're saying.
Okay.
And you're going through like they don't really accept your son because he has black in him.
No,
That's what you're
no,
saying.
No, no.
No? Okay.
My family loves the kid.
No, not your family. All right, hold on.
Oh,
Let's go back. Let's take it back a
Yeah,
little bit.
I'm getting
Yeah,
a little confused too. I'm,
yeah.
you're kind of losing me a little bit, Alyssa.
Cause I was thinking the man was black, but he's white, and you're
No, her dad is black. Her mom is white.
yeah. So that means
She's
you.
mixed.
okay,
So that
you
means
Her
your
tracking.
boyfriend
son.
is white.
No, your son is
No,
not
no,
black.
he's
No,
not my
no, no, no,
boyfriend.
no. Your son
Wait.
is not black.
Husband, her husband is white.
No, I don't have a husband. He never
No, but
married me.
let's
And
be
that's
Okay,
going back to
okay.
what you were saying.
let's be
Kids
real. Your
father.
son,
Okay,
Way
gotcha.
back.
your son is not black.
I'm black. What do you
Well, he's
mean?
like a quarter. Let's be real. Like he got like a quarter sprinkle, but like if he's raised a certain
Oh
way,
God.
he is not black.
Well, first off, I would like to say I'm still black, even though I was raised by my mom's family. That's something that has actually really hurt me throughout my life is that I've been called an Oreo, and I think that's so rude.
Nah, you're gonna go through that. That's look, and I swear you're. That's like what black people go through. Like you're going through the
Oh,
regular black thing.
are you
They,
mixed?
no, you're gonna
Is
get.
that why you're saying it?
No, I'm just saying, like when the light skinned people at our when we're in kindergarten and all that, you get made fun of. Like it's just something
Yeah,
you go through. You go
you be
through
light
the
bright, high yellow.
that's look, and that's what makes you black because
And
you
then they
gotta
call and then like pick one of the
Wait.
lighter complexion
yeah you gotta go through
foreign
them
people, and they
problems.
gonna call you that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, they gonna pick on you.
it's regular for
Yeah,
he's kind of
and
right. It's
honestly,
kind of
that's what
regular.
makes you black because you're getting picked on.
But
That's what
I've only ever gotten picked on because my skin's dark and I've been raised with.
exactly, and that's what makes you black because you go through these things that black people go through. That's all it is. And you think that it's a problem? No, everybody goes through it. Everybody
No, I
that's
think it's
black.
gonna be really hard for my kid.
Well,
Why?
honestly, like he gonna have to
He's
learn
gonna
because it's gonna happen.
he's gonna get in conversations and then he's
Oh,
gonna
you're
hear
saying
things he
because
didn't know because he looks white. He has straight hair and
no,
he's
but he is white though.
no, I'm black. No. Okay,
Listen,
but that's
listen.
where it's like so complicated and why
The
I don't
majority of
understand
the
why this is a
majority of your
problem.
genes, the majority of your genes is white.
Yeah, and then
No,
think about it like this too. Think about it like this. So his dad is all the way
hmm
white. I'm assuming, right?
he
Yeah.
is. hmm
Right. So he got the Y chromosome from his dad.
Exactly.
Mm.
So like that
Majority.
whole half
Majority.
is white,
Oh, and then he got part of
And
my
you
white.
and
and then he
you
But
got
I'm still black, and
and then he
no,
he's
got
you're
black.
not.
then he
You're
got a little
not though.
black, a
You
little
think
white.
you're black. You think
But
you're black.
I feel bad for him
So
because this is
Listen
don't
his.
though.
like
No,
he gonna
listen
have to
though.
live,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it's
How?
your job and it's his dad's job to prepare him for the life
His
that's coming towards him. Like
Look, no,
that's
it's
all
gonna
it is
look,
to
but
it.
listen though,
It's
it's
no other
gonna
way
stop.
around it.
his
Like
dad can't
serious
do
business.
anything. His dad's white. He doesn't understand this
No, listen though,
part.
listen though.
His
It's gonna
dad
stop
can.
though. It's gonna stop.
Okay.
It's not gonna be a thing that's gonna happen forever. It's gonna stop. It's just it's childish what kids do. But he's gonna be a popular person.
Okay. Yeah, he'll be popular, I'm sure. But like,
No,
I
Yeah,
you just
you're
gotta be
making
I
it.
recently worked with a
Yeah,
coworker
you're
a
making it
couple of
bigger than it
years,
is.
yeah,
but a
exactly.
couple of years ago, I worked with someone who I thought he was white, and he's like, his mom was black.
Look, you making it more of a
Okay.
black and white thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're making it bigger than what it really is.
Yeah, because
It's not that big,
he's going through
really.
regular kid thing. He going through a regular kid thing. And honestly, even though that kids probably make fun of him, he probably still got friends. God damn,
Yeah.
that shit sound wicked.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Oh, that's
That
your
wasn't
shit.
me.
Bro, that motherfucker
Hmm?
sound like a scary movie right now.
I mean, oh, I'm standing outside smoking right now.
That motherfucker sounded. Hey, I love scary movies. That motherfucker sounded wicked right now.
I mean, it ain't nothing but a bird.
I don't know. I don't know if you opened the
What time is
door.
it where you're at?
I'm in
There's no
3:25.
California. Look, I'm in California. I don't know where
Oh, it's
Bird.
12. It's
there's
12:26 your time.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
there's no
12.
It's
bird.
12:26 both of y'all time actually.
But we trying to help her out, man. We ain't talking about us. But
Well, how
Shawty,
are you helping me though? Cause
how old are you?
me,
Yeah.
I'll be 30 in September.
You only got one kid?
No.
Oh shit. How many kids you got?
Well, my oldest was born with Down syndrome at 21, and it's a long story that
Okay. I
it's just
see all
Yeah,
that.
let
But
that go.
okay.
We ain't
Well,
gonna talk about
you
that.
no
what?
disrespect. I'm just saying like
What are we talking about?
no, I'm saying like how old are you?
Oh, I just told you.
No, you
30.
said
I turned 30 in September.
okay, so you 30 and then you got how many kids?
2.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Just don't be overthinking everything. Look,
Well,
kids
Please
it's
don't.
something I think about when I look at both my kids because
no, I
of the
feel you. You concerned about your kids for sure.
For real.
well,
You're supposed
my
to.
fir-
I'm concerned about my kid. You know what I'm saying? That's what
how
parents
old's your
do. But
kid?
like 14?
Yeah, my oldest
I'm
is
45 though, so you know, I mean,
my oldest
you
is
can
12.
calculate that in
I'm
too.
So you're
32.
wise. Oh, you both are wise. Wow. Look at
Man,
you guys.
we ain't kids around here. That's why we talking to you.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're making it way bigger than it is.
That's
It's
why
really not that
yeah,
big.
exactly.
You
That's
know,
why we like, oh
it's good.
man, this is regular.
Yeah, it's not that big.
Yeah, but
This,
don't
like,
Well,
do you
from
have
my
like
experience,
anxiety and you have
whoa,
anxiety?
why are you calling me out for that? That's something that
no.
God
No,
dealt
I'm
with.
asking.
I feel like
I'm
she
I'm
30.
just
She
asking.
no.
You ain't got to answer. You
I'm
don't even got to answer if you don't feel comfortable. It's all right.
a
I
little bit
used
older
to,
than me.
and then I feel like God delivered me from that.
Okay, that's what's up.
There was a point where I couldn't drive.
Yeah, but don't you gotta let your kids be kids. I know you're
Well,
gonna
I know that, but
You know,
as a
don't overthink it.
mother and as someone who has gone through where I live at and the school district, it doesn't feel good to be the like few black people in the school. It doesn't feel good. And then you don't fit in with the white people and you don't
nah,
fit
but at
in
the
with
end of
the
the day,
black
like
people.
look, support your kids because they the only black kids. Support them, help them shine, let
They
them be.
don't look black.
And
So
that's cool
people are
too.
going to see the
That's
youngest
cool,
as
yeah.
white
So look,
and the
this is the
oldest
Yeah,
as
thing though.
you
Mexican.
thinking about it too
So
much.
listen, this is the thing. So what you have to do is like you have to facilitate a very hospitable and nurturing environment for your kids. So if the world is harsh, they can always come home and warm up before they have to go back out and face the world again. It's
Mhm.
it's just that simple.
Are you making your
You
kids
don't
happy? Are you
yeah,
making
don't
them feel
overthink it.
comfortable? Like because
I'm
if you start making them scared about like if you start putting stuff in their head,
I
then
don't
you're
talk
gonna
to
make.
my I don't talk to them
Hear me
about
out
these
though. Hear me out
things.
though. But if you start putting stuff in their head, then they're gonna start acting accordingly to what you're saying. Just let them be who they are and let them go through what they're gonna go through. If you're saying that they don't even look black, then they shouldn't even have no problem.
But
Right. It's yeah,
It's all in
it's so
your
simple.
head.
well, because I watched my brother who is clearly
It sound
black.
like there's no black people around and you feel bad for them because you know they're black.
Well, my brother got pulled over riding his bicycle at 12, so I'm just scared for the
I get
environment
what you.
that
I
my
know what you going through.
he we lived in that city. It was a city that was predominantly white,
Damn near a
and
sundown town.
he was just riding, but it's not like that over here though. They'll just stop your child. And yeah, I don't have
They
to
do that
worry
out
about
here
that with
too.
my.
I'm in North Carolina. Yeah, they do that out here too.
Oh,
It's
which
okay.
part
It
of North
happens.
Carolina? I only know Greensboro because that's where I lived when I was 5.
No, that's like an hour and a half away.
Okay, that's
I'm
the
in.
only part of North Carolina I've experienced.
I knew. I forgot there was people in the chat talking.
Oh, it is. Oh yeah, that's right. It is.
But we got real
Child's
deep in this one,
passing.
huh?
What's the problem?
What's
My
Nah.
up, True
child's
Rainfall? How you
passing?
do?
Well, if my child's passing, but like he's part of me, I want him to know me. Like I want him to know the other side of him, even
You
if he
just
doesn't look like it.
you over.
So, so facilitate the environment where he can get that. That's like you're the parent. You still have. They're not like 21 and living outside of your house where you have no control. Like take them
Yeah.
around the family you want them to be around.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna tell you this.
put them in
Wait,
position to
speaking
experience things that
speaking
you
of
want them to
that,
experience.
Nah.
It's that
I
simple.
I I only have
Look, can I say this real quick though?
yeah.
Cause me, I be so scared for my kids. I be like putting pressure and I be saying stuff and it be like stuff that's not even going on. Like I just be like just scared for them. When you be doing that, it's like you're just putting it there. Like that don't
What
even be
kid?
going. It don't even be going on. You know, so it's like,
Do you have kids?
yeah, I got
Yep.
kids.
How many?
I got 2 boys and I got a daughter that's 3. You feel me?
Just one.
So it's like don't even just put. It's all in your head. Not saying that nothing go wrong. Always protect your kids, but sometimes we be doing more than we supposed to be doing. You know, like just let the kids be the kids. We already over concerned, but don't
Always.
Do you have
All
mixed
time.
kids?
let the kids be the kids.
Do you have mixed kids?
Yes, I do have
No,
mixed.
I don't.
I'm black, and my wife is Asian, and I go through it all the time. You might not understand it, but yeah, my wife is Asian. I'm black.
How many kids do you have? 3.
I just said I have a
You said 2 boys and a girl.
yeah, I have 2 boys and I have a girl. My daughter's 3. I have a 12-year-old and I have an 8-year-old. Same mother and all that, and I be so I be doing too much thinking about them. We just parents. That's what we do.
And you're married?
You asking a lot of questions.
Oh, well, I just wanted to know if you were married. Like, that's a good thing. Marriage is a good thing.
I was getting ready to
Then
shoot
when
a
you do
shot.
it right.
What's up, ho?
What's up, kitchen? What's good with you, bro?
I'm cooling. I'm cooling. Uh, if y'all was done talking, I was gonna answer the prop real quick.
Now you good.
Oh
Do
yeah,
your
go for
thing.
it.
All right. So it says free talk or what are you tired of and why? I'm tired of women. I'm tired of. Just hear me out. I'm tired of
Get
women.
him. Nah, get him because she. Yeah, go ahead, get him. I want to hear you.
I'm tired of women and people taking their kids to the beach, walking around in drawers in a bra. A bathing suit. They talk about the patriarchy a lot and different things like that. But it's funny how when they go to the beach, women literally are walking around in bra and panties, and that's just and they have their kids They little girls in bra and panties. And we can say it's a bathing suit. We can make it whatever we want to say. But at
Okay,
the
I
end of the
hear you.
day, you feel me?
Yeah.
That
Nah, I thought
that's
you was
my.
saying something else at first, cause I
Oh
was.
no, no, I know you thought I was going. I was going to go into that, but I honestly I thought Shorty was getting ready to shoot a shot. But
Nah, you good.
uh,
I hear you.
when you
Me?
said you was married, she kind of like pumped the brakes a little bit. She was like,
Nah, I
"Oh,
hear
I'm just
you, cause you saying like just based off
Love
the,
it.
what the kids wearing, kinda, right?
yeah." They wearing bra and panties. They wearing a bathing suit,
Yeah.
and the bathing
I'm gonna
suit is
be
bra and
honest.
panties.
My niece just came to my house tonight, and I told her ass to call me next time she bring her ass over here, and she didn't call me. But I be on her ass. I be like, nigga, were you over here playing? Cause I got boys, and my youngest daughter is 3. You feel me? Nigga, when you hop in that little pool, you not wearing no bathing suit. Nigga, you about to wear, you gonna be a boy today. Fuck you talking about? If
He
that's
serving some ball outs. I know
Yeah,
that real.
that's just me though. Like nigga, I don't want nigga. You're too young. You don't need to be wearing no top and bottom. You don't need to be wearing none of that. You need to be wearing some shorts and a t-shirt around me and around these boys.
Well,
You know?
that's the interesting thing because women try to make it seem like when the uncles or the cousins, the male figures come over to the houses, when they go to tell their daughters to go put some proper clothes on, they like, well, she's in her house and why she got to go put some clothes on if the uncle can't control his thoughts or his mind or whatever. It's like, no, you're teaching the child to be presentable. You don't want the child to be in
Yeah.
booty shorts
Nah.
and
He
halter top.
you
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
nah. I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. So you just doing the reverse role, and that's what a lot of times men or women don't never get a chance to hear. And you did the reverse role, which is commendable, and respectful.
Yeah.
Like men think the same way. Hey, you come over to the house, don't come over here looking like that. I
Well,
got little boy.
I'm gonna tell you me. I just had a daughter. I had 2 boys first, and then I had my daughter last. She 3. Nigga, nope, you ain't wearing none of this. I don't, nigga. As soon as she hopped out the womb, nigga, like, nigga, I don't want you looking like that. None of that. You feel me? And then
Not
it went to my niece. Like, nah, you ain't wearing none of that. Even though you hanging around your cousins, they like your brothers, but you gonna look like the boys. Like, you not about to be wearing no crop tops, cause you don't need to be looking cute over here. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for you to look cute. You don't need to be tight this, tight that. No, we ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
To the lady that asked in the comment if she's passing, why feel bad? Uh, I mean, what's the problem? And I know we usually don't read comments, but this is the thing that you have to understand. Uh, now, is this: we understand humans. You can't control people's thoughts. However, you can't control people's actions. However, you can't
Man, what?
control how people respond to you. However, you can minimize it.
For sure.
You can minimize certain actions. You can minimize certain things. Like for instance,
Nah,
if
look, let's cut the shit short. Niggas is
yeah,
weirdos. Niggas is weirdos. Nigga, and we gonna minimize all that. Like, nigga, we not about to have nobody looking at nobody weird. None of my kids. None of that type of shit. You feel me?
facts.
Like, you just cutting everything short. You feel me? Like, nigga, fuck you
cut
talking about?
short like February.
If you a weirdo, you not gonna be around here. You feel me?
Facts.
Like, yeah, it's simple as that, nigga. We not gonna give you the opportunity to look at nothing or nothing like that. You feel me?
If you a weirdo, I better not find out about that shit.
Nah, for sure. Yeah, a
We
lot
don't
of
do
people
that
be
shit.
weird, and
We do a
if you have
lot of shit, but we ain't doing that. Fuck
yeah,
no.
if you have a daughter, you're gonna just make sure it's not happening.
100, 100.
Yeah,
I got
that's what it
nieces,
is.
and yeah, I make sure when if anything going sideways, I'm gonna address it. But I've been fortunate and blessed not to have those issues. Uh, anyway, but yeah, uh, the next thing on there. Uh, and what is your overall purpose on TikTok? I would like to on TikTok, uh, if I can, you know, uh, get it situated like I want to. I would like to, kind of like do what Kev is doing, but be more like a motivational speaker, encourager, influencer. Um, kind of like, give my testimony and also, elaborate on that and, talk to people about those type of things because the world is so crazy and you'll be surprised how many people are ignorant and don't know basic one-on-one stuff. And it's not because they're not smart and can't comprehend things. It just they haven't they really haven't had no one
Nah, I
to
heard
kind of like
you.
teach them
They
that
ain't
stuff.
experienced it yet.
Yeah. And I wanna just help them not make the foolish mistakes that some of us have made and have an opportunity to be able to say, you know what, yeah, I might be 25, but I'm going down this particular path, dealing with this type of woman or dealing with this type of man. And here it is, someone is basically saying, hey, before you get there, you could retrace your steps and go in a different direction. You don't have to continue to pursue and go forward with this person that's manipulating you, bullying you, taking advantage of you, uh, trying to con you, whatever the case may be. And I think that we have a lot of that going on social media now. I appreciate it. One thing I learned about social media is that you really get into the lives of other people. And some people be capping, but some people be acting like they capping, but they really be projecting. They really experience those type of things, and it's just like it's sad because you meet so many different people on different spaces and different walks of life. And you just like, man, I thought I had it bad growing up. You really had it bad, and somebody else has it worse than you. Like you
So,
really went through the slaughter. You really went through the grinder. You really went through the mud. And I'm just complaining about my family not close and they not, listening and they not changing certain things. But you went through abuse mentally, physically. You went through horror stories and you survived.
oh God,
You want,
you talking to me right now. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, sir.
You
And,
talking to
and,
me.
and it's so much of that going on, and all the pointing the fingers and different things like that. Yeah, it has its place, but at the end of the day,
And the good thing about what he did, he said it's free speech. You could say whatever you want. You could talk about whatever you want, and that opened up what you was talking about. Like everybody can say whatever they going through, and you just saying all that hit me good. You feel me? Because I be going through. I went through a lot. You know.
Damn, is Cal still in here?
I don't know, but I respect Bird, man. He came in there. He said his little thing.
No, that was good.
Oh man, I didn't even know there was another person in here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No.
but yeah, uh, whoever got
Yeah,
the
that was
floor,
pretty smooth though, bro. I like that.
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Was that the girl that was talking about the
I ain't did rainfall. Have a good night. A good morning.
that was the girl talking about the little thing?
Yeah.
Man, I damn near forgot everything about that. He came in hard. But nah, y'all good.
He made a lot of good points.
Yeah, nah. At the end of the day, man, everybody be going through our we be going through our own shit.
Hey, let me say this too, since we got the free speech going on, free open mic. Um, this is the thing, right? Some of us have arrived early, right? Or some of us arrived late, right? Say for instance, some of us when we was young, we didn't get certain things, so we crashed out, or we didn't crash out, but we made bad decisions, bad choices, you know. And then we got older, and we all of a sudden, boom! It was like an epiphany. It was a thought that was planted in our brain, higher power,
For
that made
this,
us
look,
say, you know,
I don't mean to cut you off, but just give me 1 second, right?
yes, sir.
Um, they say the male brain don't develop until it's 25. They say the female brain they already know what's going on by the age of like 22 and stuff like that. Like they already know what's going on. You know?
Do they?
Yeah, so like they mature faster. Females mature
As
faster than men.
someone who had a kid at 21, when I had my second kid at 25,
All right,
I
so
thought differently.
yeah, so basically like the male brain is it develops late. You feel me? Like we develop like around 23, 24, 25. The female brain develops maybe 21, 22. Like they already know what the fuck going on. So you just gotta understand that. You feel me? And that's like realistic statistics. You know? I just wanted to say that. Because
Well,
motherfucker,
I was speaking more on understanding, right? Like, developing. You're right. I'm talking about more of understanding, right? So, like for instance, we know. I'm gonna give you this analogy. The speed limit is 75, right? Going down the interstate, the speed limit is 75.
Where are you driving it at 75?
Huh?
look,
The interstate.
that's the female in your passenger seat. You telling her, bro, if you don't shut the hell up, I'm just
I'm just curious because it's 60 where I'm
hey,
at.
let the man
It's
talk.
well. So what I was saying was, the speed limit is 75. You're on the interstate, you're rolling, right? And sometimes we exceed that speed limit. We might do 90 or 80, but we don't understand the importance of why the speed limit is 75. And the reason why it's understandable that it's 75 when you start to understand is you can cause bodily harm, you cause harm to someone else, you can wreck, you crash. If you exceed that speed limit now, even at 75, if you're distracted, you can do the same thing. But what I'm saying is if you have the 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock, both hands on the steering wheel, you're focused and you're driving and you're doing 75, you correct yourself a lot faster. But when you're exceeding that speed limit by 20 miles an hour, 100 miles, 30 miles an hour, different things like that, you crash out a lot faster. But when you understand that, you start to see the people around you, and you say, you know what, I don't want to exceed the speed limit because if I do this, I could possibly wreck out and hurt someone else, and hurt myself, underlive someone else, so forth, so on, cause property damage, different things like that. Now I'm gonna take it to a smaller scale with this understanding. If you're in a residential area and the speed limit is 35 or 25, and you're doing 70, people can understand that a lot more because they say, yeah, you crash, you damage somebody's property, you hit a child that's coming out chasing out behind a ball or something like that. So that understanding makes you say, you know what, I'm going to do 35. But then you still have people come through the neighborhood doing 70 and 60. And they want to hear their engines rev up. And they come through, that's why they had to put speed humps. See, the speed limit is
Look,
there.
look. Can I don't mean to cut you off, but
Go ahead, bro.
I can guarantee you that the thought comes with age too. Do you know what I'm
Say that
saying?
one more time. Say that one
I
more time.
said, I said that thought comes with age too, because at a certain age, you don't really care about certain things, and then at a certain age, it's like, all right, man, I ain't trying to do all that. Like, I don't need to be doing all that. It's a certain age where you get to where you start thinking a little different. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so yeah, I understand what you're saying, but watch this. What about the people that are older that are still doing those same things? The
Yeah, no, but I
understanding may have not come yet.
yeah, but
Hey, yay. But
once
you
you get
feel
a
what I'm
certain
saying?
age, you think a little different.
Like, it's people in their 40s and 50s that ain't thinking maturely, and it's people in their 20s and 30s that thinking maturely.
And I
Even in their teens.
look, look,
That's all
the
I was
people
saying.
that look, I'm gonna tell you the
No,
people
that's
that's
true though.
nah, the people that's not thinking maturely. Like if you're grown and you're sober and you're making bad decisions, you're not sober. I guarantee you that. If you're a sober person and you over 25, whatever, you're thinking right. If you're sober, but I guarantee you the person that's doing the most, that nigga ain't sober. Nigga ain't just riding around. You feel me? Just sober doing the most. You know, if you get what I'm saying.
Nah, I totally understand. To some point, yeah. You're right. You're right. Because when I was out there reckless, yeah, I wasn't sober.
Like I learned from myself. Like I was a young knucklehead, right? And then I got my first job. You know what's so crazy? I ran the streets my whole life. I was a young knucklehead, and then I got my first job, nigga. And then I didn't even know that all I needed was a job to get me on the right track. As soon as I got a job, my whole life changed. You feel me? And then, boom. Once you hit like 25, you notice like if you doing good stuff, everything is cool. If you have nothing to do, yeah, everything's gonna go wrong. I don't know if you know what I'm saying, but like pretty much like I don't know.
Nah, I understand. I understand. In other words, you're saying a sober mind responds correctly. Intoxicated mind responds irrationally.
Yeah, and a person that's has nothing to look forward to, it's like, bro, if you just doing nothing, for sure you gonna do bullshit. But my bad. Talk about what you talk about, man. My bad.
Nah, it's all valid at the end of the day. Because you made a point that I didn't consider. Maybe that's why some people be doing the most when they on the interstates. I drive trucks, so I see it a lot. I seen unalivings. I seen motorcycle accidents.
Yeah,
Uh, I seen the people out there with sheets covered over them. I seen people being a person with their chest being pumped on, different things. They passed me on a motorcycle. Next thing you know, they got a man-made tent. They pumping on their chest. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, maybe they were intoxicated. That's a possibility. Because I know me when I did certain things. Yeah, I was under the influence. I got into a fight about I'll say a month ago. I ain't gonna say 3 weeks ago, but a month ago. And the guy was disrespectful. I've been knowing him since I was 16. I'm 41 now. I said, bro, you need to walk that back. Everybody that was there was like, bro, you being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? You acting weird. And I don't know if it was the jack that did it to him. They got him jacked up. Uh, but he wasn't
yeah.
talking reckless and crazy. Everyone was telling him, he was like, F that. I don't care nothing about none of that. So when I
Nah,
told him, I said, bro,
a lot of people
relax.
be crazy, kids, all that type of shit.
hmm And I should have never fought him. It was just when I asked him, I said, bro, listen, you're being disrespectful. Uh, walk that back. I understand you're under influence and all that, but you're being disrespectful. He said, F that. I said, well, you acting like you want to fight because, you're moving sideways. He was like, yeah, whatever you want to do. So me being under influence at that time, I'm like, all right, what's up? Let's go ahead. I'm square with you because I'm from the South. That's what we do. So
Yeah.
uh, if it comes to that, it comes down to it. I don't eat no pew pew and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm a I could, you know, bump with you.
Yeah.
We call it
You
bump.
can get
I could
down,
bump.
you if you want to. Nah, you good.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand.
I could bump. I could bump with you, shake hands with you, and we go chill and vibe and act like nothing ever happened. And if
Yeah.
you beat me, I say, boy, you whooped me, boy. You got me, boy. You got the best of
Nah,
me
but
now.
what I will
You know
say,
what
I
I'm saying?
get
Run it
not.
back if you want to, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah. What I'm saying, at the end of the day, I feel like it's experience, man. Like life experiences. That's how people get in. You know, some people don't understand until you punch them in their face. You feel me? And then some people they've been through it. Like I ain't trying to do all that right now. Like I'm just trying to get here and get there. You know? You hear me? Oh, yeah. I don't hear you, brother, but yeah.
You know what I was saying was, I said after we got into it, we both was complaining about our bodies hurting. You know what I'm saying, from hitting that
Yeah, that
pavement.
shit hurt after, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, man. I said, but I ain't fighting no more. I said, if I can avoid it, I'm avoiding it.
Nah,
I
but
told
look,
him,
I'm gonna tell you this. That's when you learn. Like, even if you already been through that, if he ain't been through that before, he learned that day. Like, nigga, I ain't trying to keep doing this shit.
oh,
Man, nigga,
he learned that he really ain't built like that. He was
man,
talking heavy, but he really wasn't built like that. I was built like that because I'm the type of person win, lose, draw for me.
man,
And
what? I don't play with none.
I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. But what I'm not gonna do is what at the time. But now I've got experience and we hit that concrete and we
Man,
hitting
what?
concrete and we wrestling and we punching it. And after that
Man,
fight was
playing
over
with
and I
my,
sober down and then you like, oh man, bro, listen, it ain't worth it. I'm stunned,
what the
bro. I ain't
hurt?
fighting no more.
Man, look,
I'm good. I'm not 19 anymore. 19, yeah, we'd have been like, yeah, yeah. I'm healing back. I'm 41 now. I'm like, oh man, I got a pinched nerve. Oh man, bro. Woo. Help me out. I got to stretch. Every morning I got to stretch, do push ups or something, make the pinched nerve go away. I'm good. It
I
ain't
used to
worth
tell
it.
the homies that, nigga, I'm like, bruh, they used to have me trying to fight athletes, nigga. And niggas used to think I'd be scared. I'm like, nigga, I'm not scared. But these niggas get up every day, nigga, and do this and do that. Nigga, I'm like, nigga, I'm gonna fight these niggas with you. But hey man, these niggas endure they ready to, you feel me, go a couple of hours and fight a nigga. We smoking, drinking, nigga. Them niggas gonna beat our ass. But nah, I hear you though.
Can I let me ask a question real quick. You got somebody new on the panel. You got two new people on the panel or
It's all
one new
good,
person.
man.
Brother Relope, you want to say something?
Hey, after you ask that question, I'm about to call it.
I got you. Yeah, I'm already following you, my brother. Yeah, you must have been talking some really good stuff, man.
Cool. I don't know.
So uh young lady, can you hear me?
Me,
Yes. How many kids you have?
I have two boys.
Two boys. How old are they?
They're almost 5 and almost 8.
Five, 5 and 8. Okay, 8 and 5. Uh, so as a mother, what's some of the things that you could take away and you could share with other women to help them in their journey?
don't have kids before you're married, because just because you have his kid doesn't mean that that man is gonna marry you.
Yeah.
So you that was your course of action going in? Have a baby
Um,
from him, he might marry him?
I got out of a 4-year relationship and I made some mistakes and I had my first kid. And my second kid, I was in a relationship where I got engaged and I was promised for 5 years that I was going to be married. And it was not a great relationship. And I finally said, you know what? I'm, I can't stay
How,
for the kids.
how old were you when you had your first and your second?
I was 21 and then I turned 22 a month after my first was born. And then my second was born right around my 25th birthday.
Okay, so you were right at around 31,
I'm turning 30 this
turning 30.
year.
Okay, congratulations. Is it September?
Thank you. Yeah, but yeah,
What? Mine is
yeah.
second. Mine is
No,
second.
I'm turning 30 in September.
I know. Mine is second
What?
of September. My birthday is second of September.
No, I'm the 29th.
No, I was just saying my birthday is September 2nd.
Oh, you're right. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
that's cool.
they say we overthink, we overanalyze, we critical, and we judgmental. I don't believe in horoscopes and all that, but I do believe
Oh,
by action.
Can I ask a question? Is that the same girl from the beginning?
yes.
Oh, okay. You was just sitting there waiting. You was listening to all our bullshit, huh?
Well, I didn't know it was a guys' live. I didn't know it was like for the guys. I accidentally was just here.
I was just asking. It's all good.
So what do you think about what we was talking about?
I thought there was a lot of good advice in all of it.
And you said you only hold. You said,
29.
oh yeah, so you're around my age. Oh no, it's. But I'm gonna be honest. You seem like a natural born girl. Like most of these girls are not like. Let me ask you this: what do you think about these new girls and what's going on? Cause I don't like these new girls.
I
You
feel
seem like a
sad.
you seem
I
like a
feel
good
really sad.
yeah. You seem like a good wholesome girl.
I feel really sad for the next generation.
So are you kind of like mad? Like, do you feel like, damn, I should be doing this, or what do you really
Yeah,
be
I'm
thinking?
gonna be honest.
Nah, like really be honest though.
I I left my kid's dad 6 months ago, but I tried to make it work for 5 years because he raised my oldest.
Yeah.
And so I tried so hard to make that work to the point where my dad was like,
But do you feel like, damn, like I should go do this and I should go do that?
"Oh, me, I'm doing stuff. I'm enrolled back in college for the first time in so many years because I was a credit away from getting my associate's degree.
Okay.
I'm going into
Do you
medical
feel like you should go
coding.
get your booty did, or your?
Do excuse what?
That's what most girls is doing.
Do what?
Like get your butt done and all that type of shit.
No, God made me this way. God made me who I am.
You know,
I'm
look, man.
what? Okay, maybe I misunderstood the question. I'm
No,
sorry.
you understood the question, but it's so crazy because you gotta appreciate where you come from because a lot of these girls are not like that. They want to go get their body done. They want to go do all this. I don't know.
I only have sons, and I really wanted a daughter, but like when I had my youngest, like I thought that I thought I was gonna get the girl I wanted, and I didn't. And I'm thankful
Oh,
that I have sons. And
yeah,
I may not know how to raise them, but I'm trying my best.
nah, you're good. You got them.
But like I'm thankful in this generation that I have sons to raise instead of daughters. To like that's
Yeah,
hard.
no, you good. I'm gonna hand it back over to you, bro. I just wanted to ask you that.
Okay. Yes, sir. Um, so you got sons, and they growing up and different things like that. Have you been dating since you left him? You just went.
Absolutely not. I no. I actually have
Okay.
I've been
But
okay.
go ahead.
Oh, I just like I've really tried to feed into like I'm the kind of person where if Jesus isn't in it, I don't want it. That's where I'm at in my life.
You say if
I
what now?
if
Say that
Jesus
again?
is not if Jesus isn't at the center, I'm not in it. If God doesn't matter, I don't and where I live that's not.
Listen, this, this,
Yeah,
this, this. Speak. Listen. Speak clearly. Speak direct.
no, I get where she's
Don't be
saying.
ashamed.
She
Don't.
said,
No,
she
no.
said,
No. I got what you're saying. What I'm saying is, don't be ashamed of that. Speak that, because if you believe that Lord Jesus
Yeah.
Christ is your Savior, and you believe God at Alpha and Omega, the first, the last, the beginning, and the end is your God, stand on that. Step with it,
yeah,
Yeah,
and
don't,
I
speak
do.
with confidence, with your head held high,
yeah,
regardless
don't.
of what people may think. And I also want to ask you this. This is what I was going to ask you. Are you getting caught up on the social media rhetoric that once you turn 30, it's over for you?
Absolutely not.
Nah, but
Okay,
I'm
let me say this though.
go ahead, brother.
Don't lie to yourself. Don't say something that you don't believe.
What
Don't
facts?
be like, oh, I want Jesus, and then not really stand behind that. Because you can't play with God. I'm gonna tell you that for sure.
That's true.
So if you really want that, don't be like, oh, I want God, but then you really want something else. You know? Like if you're gonna do your little bullshit and you wanna be yourself, we not perfect. Nobody in this world is perfect. You gotta understand that. Don't think that, oh, what I'm doing is wrong and shit like that. Like, nah, like we all go through shit.
oh, I know I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
I have two kids and I thought I was gonna get a marriage out of it.
Yeah, but understand that like we ain't perfect. That don't mean everything has to happen the way we want it to happen. But don't be like, oh, I'm gonna use God and ooh, you feel me? Like, nah, don't do that.
No, I'm not trying to do that at all.
I'm just letting you know, like, cause it's you know,
Can I
No,
say this right here? Can I say this, young lady? I know I'm only 11 years older than you, but I want to say this. Men who are that want to marry you, it doesn't take 5 years. And I'm not beating up on you. What I'm saying is, going forward in your next relations, whoever that may be, it ain't gonna take it ain't gonna take 2 years. He knows within the first 6 months. Most men do. If
I
you
say
are a
something.
good quality woman, a
Can I say
man know
something?
when this.
It's gonna contradict what you're saying, my brother. I'm gonna say right now, worry about yourself because this generation, what's going on right now, man, I don't know what's going on.
it's
But she
messy.
but she but she's not a part of that generation though. She's older.
Yeah,
She's
but
our age and a little older.
I
So
honestly don't
it's a
feel
little
like
different.
she know what she want to do. I feel like she confused a little bit. I
Why?
feel like you should just take care of your kids and just be yourself. Take care of
Why
your
do you feel
kids.
like I'm confused though?
Not confused, but it's like if you're so worried about that, make sure
Wait,
your kids
worried about what?
Oh no, I was just asking a question, bro.
know your kids.
She didn't
Like,
say that.
you know what I'm saying? Like, worry about your kids and then just
But what do you think I guess the question is like what do you think I'm worried about?
Well, it's not really worried about nothing. I feel like you should just chill and not fuck with nobody. Just take care of your kids. Make sure your
That's
kids,
where I'm at though.
yeah, make sure your kids is okay, and then find yourself, and then whatever happens is gonna fall in your lap.
Oh, I get what you're saying, bro. You said you just got out of a relationship 6 months ago. Take a little time, get a year, 2 or 3, a year or
Yeah,
two
'cause
under
look,
your belt.
because look, she talking to she's so worried about her son. You should focus on that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
don't blow your own bag out. Don't let nobody else blow your bag
Yeah.
out.
Why would
Take
you
time.
ask him? Why would you put something else on your plate? Nah, just
Are
chill.
you, wait, are you talking to me? Because I haven't put anything on my plate.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just take care of your son. Make sure he's okay, and then you gonna be all right.
Up to.
Everybody gonna chase you. Let them chase you. Don't look for nothing else.
I'm not. I
I get what you. Yeah, I'm
and
not
I feel
saying.
like my story personally is so much more than anyone knows.
Yeah, I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying like, chill. Get your little phase going on. Have your little phase. Take care of your son, and then
It's not little faith though because I got baptized when I right before I turned 28.
Yeah, but don't lie to yourself. Don't try to be good and bad at the same time.
In other words, he's just saying get it as a system before you take that plunge into that because you don't want to play that game
Yeah,
for
like
God
don't play
because
the game.
you'll
Like
be
just
exposed.
take care of your son. Whatever you do after that has nothing to do. Just as long as your son is good, you good.
I have
But we're
two
not saying
sons.
that you out here doing anything promiscuous or out here just running around chasing men. We're
Well,
just
I
saying
just wanted to clarify. I have two.
yes,
Yeah,
you
so
do.
what you gonna do?
I know
Well,
that.
My bad.
I have
You say
two
you have.
sons.
I'm pressing her.
I just want
You
to
say you had
clarify. I have two sons.
right, and you say you had an eight
I'm
year old.
So look, what I'm saying is focus on your kids. That's all I'm saying. Anybody else that want to be a part of your life, they gotta show you that they want to be a part of your life. You don't have to be a part of their life. Do what you do. Take care of your kids. That's what I'm saying.
That's fair.
That's what I'm doing.
That's all I'm saying.
So let me ask you this here. Let me ask you this. Going into your next relationship, when you decide when a man finds you and you think that he's the one, what are some of the things that you would hope that you can contribute to the relationship, knowing that you have kids and knowing that he possibly may have kids as well? What are some of the things that you think will be necessary to help that relationship propel forward?
God in the center.
Huh?
Something that's it's always been important, but it's something that is non-negotiable anymore.
What's that?
God
It's
in the
not.
center. After what I've been through, like that they have to love Jesus. They have to be active in their church life. I work in my nursery at my church because it's important to be active in church. It's important to have a relationship with God.
It's important to have a community and it's important to have a foundation. I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. That's what's up. Okay, so what do you think your biggest problem was in your relationship on your behalf? What do you think you contribute to that destroy your relationships?
because when
Not the men, just you.
Get her. I'm just playing. My bad.
Because I watched it. I watched my mom stay with
No,
my dad.
no, no. I'm talking about you.
Oh, me.
Just you. Nobody else. Just you.
I
Accountability.
didn't do
Remember
enough
that.
healing. I
Yeah.
did not do enough healing.
You didn't do what?
Enough healing.
You didn't. You didn't. Oh, you wasn't emotionally there.
No, I was not healed.
Oh, you ain't doing enough healing before you got with your second guy. No, I'm talking about in
Yeah,
both relationships. In both
I
relationships, what
wasn't
was
in
your
a
part?
relationship with my oldest kid's dad. I got out of a 4-year relationship and I had a one night stand, which I'm not proud of, but I'm proud of the kid
Yeah,
I
but
had.
people have one night stands, and most people have their kids
Yeah,
because they
but
don't have.
most people don't.
Listen, most people
My
have.
parents, I wasn't going to be that.
You gonna be what?
I wasn't going to be my parents.
What was your
Mm.
parents?
Her parents got a good influence on her relationship. So no, what he like he said. What was your parents like?
Did I not?
No, I didn't hear. I didn't. If you
I
did,
felt like
explain.
I didn't answer the question, but I was
Okay,
trying
go
to.
ahead.
Basically, he's saying like, what's the problem? Like, what's the problem with your relationship?
My,
What
with
happened? What happened with them? What part did you play in the breaking up
Well,
and the
it
separation?
sounds like they had an effect on your relationship. So what happened?
my parents or the relationship.
No, your relationship with the men
Yeah.
that you was with. You said one, you had a one night stand, got pregnant. Okay, we give you that. You get it pass on the first one. One you stayed with for 4 to 5 years.
That was the second kid's dad.
I know. I know. We know.
Oh,
So, what part did you play? We got the first one. You did a one night stand. Was you a virgin when you had that one night stand?
no.
Okay, so you
I had
understood.
I
You
had gotten
understood.
out of a 4-year relationship where I was a non-birth control and didn't think it could happen to me like it happened to my mom. I
No, I totally understand.
I didn't
So,
think that I could have a like
A kid,
well, no.
spit it out.
why you didn't think you have a kid?
I didn't and I wasn't trying to at that point. I had just turned 21 and I was living my life. I had gotten out of a heartbreak and
All right,
I didn't
let's do this.
okay.
Let's talk about.
So, hold on.
No,
Let me
hold
ask you really quick.
on. Let's do this. What was he like?
Who
Like, what was he doing like to you? Like, what? How was he making you feel? Like,
wait, how was who making me feel? Who are we talking about?
it's about your boyfriend, right?
Oh,
Yeah. So
The 4 year heartbreak.
how was the relationship?
with the guy before I got pregnant?
Yes.
I thought I was going to marry him.
No,
Okay.
that's not what he asked me.
Oh.
No, kind of. I'm
He
It
asked
trying
was
to see.
bad. It was bad.
Yeah, I'm trying to see
the
like
whole time. Were y'all intimate?
Yes. I
they definitely was intimate if she have a kid.
no, that's
No, no. She had a kid after she left him. So what I'm saying is, he hurt you so bad that you wanted to going to have after you broke up with him. You wound up having a one night, right?
I was
Let me
so
give you some
young.
context. Hold on. Slow down.
Hold on. Yeah, hold
Hold
on.
on.
Did I miss
Hold,
something?
hold on. Let me give her something so she can understand that I'm fair across the board, right? We being fair. So listen. When I was 12 years old, I wanted to run into my first kid, mom. We didn't have a kid at 12, but she was 14, 13, 14. I was 12. We wound up being intimate because we was being fast, right? We messed around about 2 months. I didn't see her no more, didn't talk to her no more. And then one day when I was 18, I saw her at the bus stop. And I saw her mother there at the bus stop, at the basically the plaza. It's called the plaza. And I was like, oh, hey, what's up? What's going on? And she was like, you don't remember me? I was like, yeah. She was like, I'm so and so. I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember you. And then I never met her mom. She was like, oh, this is my mom right here. Now, mind you, I'm at the bus stop. They're at the bus stop. So that means that we both broke, right? We don't have the money, the funds to be able to get a car or Uber because there wasn't no Uber back then or the cab. So we wound up getting up, hooking up. Now, when I deposit into her, when we finally did get intimate, I asked her, hey, is that okay? She said, yeah. She got pregnant. The second time, same thing. Is it okay? She said, yeah, pregnant. My kids are 18 months apart. They're 22 and 21 right now. But the relationship ain't last because there was so much trauma and so much drama. The things that we talking about now, we didn't know nothing about this stuff back then. What I'm saying is, I made mistakes. Then I wound up getting mad. I wound up getting in a relationship, getting my son pregnant at, I mean, not my son, but my wife
Paul.
at, don't pause. My wife at uh, the age of 30 got her pregnant. I asked her the same thing. Is it okay? She said, yeah. So we had a son. He's 11 now. So I'm 41. I had him when I was 30. So yeah, I made bad choices, bad decisions. Uh, I didn't calculate. I didn't save up. I just ain't believe in abortion. Uh, so we wound up having kids, and we did what we needed to do to continue to have these kids and be responsible for them and have the best outcomes, the best of our ability. So when I say to you, young lady, what was the issue and the things that destroyed it? I'm telling you what destroyed my relationship with my first kid, mom, because trauma. When I got with my ex-wife, it was still trauma. Things that we've been through, things that we went through, so forth, so on. And I got DNA tests on my kids, so I know they mine. At least that's what the court says. So at the end of the day, what was your part and what you played? I know what I played. I wasn't a good father.
I don't know.
She
My
may went to
part,
sleep. Yes, your
my
part.
part, my part was not healing enough. My part was wanting a family so bad because I already had a kid. Um, I just have two, and I thought the second was going to be forever.
So
I,
you got you. You wanted family that bad, so
I,
you
I
wind up.
did. I was a
So
single
how long
mom.
after y'all broke up you wound up having a kid?
I did. I was a
So
single
how long
mom.
after y'all broke up you wound up having a kid?
I did. I was a
So
single
how long
mom.
after y'all mute up you wound up having a kid?
Sorry, it's echoing.
How long after the relationship that you wound up having a kid?
No, we were in a relationship when I had the
No,
second kid.
I said the first kid. You said it was a one night.
We were never in a. Oh,
So
how long
how
after?
long after the first?
It
Yeah.
was two. No, they're 3 years and 3 months apart.
Say there's what?
They're 3 years and 3 months apart.
No, 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 no. Listen, when you broke up with your boyfriend for 4 years and you wound up again with this one night stand, how
Oh,
long
it
in
was a
between?
couple months. It was like 3 months.
Can I ask a
Why did you
question?
do? Why did you do a one night stand? Why
Can
did
I
you?
ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is there like a problem? Like, are you happy? Elijah?
Me?
Yeah, like, are you happy? Like, are you not happy? Like, is there a problem?
I think I'm searching for that place where I'm happy. I tell myself I'm happy.
Do you think like, uh, you know? I mean, I feel like, how old are you? You say you 30, so I feel like you would know what you're not happy with, right?
Hmm.
What are you looking for? What's wrong? Like,
I feel like that goes deeper into my story
Okay, that's all I was trying to ask.
because right now what I'm
You missing something?
no, I actually am at a place where I've been here and I've walked through this, except now I'm walking through it again, knowing for a fact why things have to be how they are.
I feel like you looking for something.
Well, Jesus, mostly. I'm mostly just like trying to,
Yeah, but Jesus is upon us.
yeah.
I'm just asking. Cause I feel like you looking for something. Looking for some solidification, some you looking for the end of the road. I don't know, I'm just asking.
No, I felt so many times like it was just over, and then
Can I ask you what do you do on a daily basis?
I work and I'm with my kids.
Working with you. Okay. What's your hobbies?
Well, I recently tried to pick up reading a couple of months ago.
You said reading?
Yeah,
Reading what?
books.
I obviously books, but like what type of books? Like urban books, like
Well,
intellectual
I
books.
just picked up a book.
Yeah, there's all type of books. Books can take you everywhere. What type of book are you reading? What book are you reading? Tell me about it. I'm just asking. You know, it'll tell you a lot about yourself. And honestly, like you're probably ahead of the game because most people don't read. The richest people read books. What type of books are you reading?
Uh, I just picked up a book and I was like, I'm gonna read this, and now I need to